Welcome back to a brand new episode of 2.5 Asians. I don't know if you can tell, but we're a little cramped here today with all of our stuff as we're doing the Top 10 Essentials podcast.
A little show and tell.
So a little show, yeah. Feels like I'm in kindergarten again.
With all of the stuff.
All right, before we start, that's a good little segue. Well, not a segue, but what's the funniest thing you ever brought to show and tell in kindergarten?
I've never brought anything funny. Usually it's just some toy I wanted to flex.
Same.
I got in trouble once because I brought
It would be you too, huh, bro?
I brought a lollipop.
Okay.
And I started singing that 50 Cent song.
Oh,
Take it to the candy shop. I let you lick my lollipop. And my teacher was like, "Hey, why are you singing that song?" I was like, "It's my favorite song." Like, you know what it means?
As a kindergartner, though?
Yeah. No, it's catchy, bruh. I was just listening to it. Like, it just comes on the radio. My dad would play it. It's so catchy, bruh.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah. And it was just like that part right there. Take it to the candy shop. My lollipop. Hey. Yeah, so I was always singing that, and she called the principal, and then the principal called my parents, and then my dad's like, "I'm sorry, that's on me." And I think I got in trouble. And okay, never mind, forget it.
I like how he took responsibility, though. I like how he said, "Oh, it's my fault."
Yeah. Okay. So I'll talk about more stories about that in a different podcast. But do you want me to start off? I guess.
Oh, well, actually, I want to say something before.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So for this top 10 essentials, right? Not all of it is like literal essentials, I would say. Because I'm a very practical person. I thought about bringing things like a toothbrush or whatever, right? But obviously that's a little bit basic. But also Seth made fun of me.
Yeah.
So okay. So some of the
wait. Let me explain why I made fun of you.
Okay,
because the reason I thought of this idea for the podcast is because I'm pretty sure you guys know those GQ interviews where celebrities go, and for the most part, I'll give Nick some credit, but for the most part, I feel like it's essentials to who they are as a person. Yeah.
So some of these items you might see and you might think, "Oh, how is that an essential?" It's like Seth was saying, like it should be some of the things at least should be things that are essential to like your identity,
yes, exactly,
or your personality, and what makes you who you are.
These things make me who I am.
Yeah. So
much.
You might see something that Jay shows or Seth shows or I show that I was like, that's not like an everyday use thing. Like, why is that an essential? But it's an essential part of who we are.
Yeah, and to all the audio listeners, fuck you.
Whoa.
I'm just playing, but I'm sorry that you won't be able to. Well, I mean, you're able to. You can.
We'll describe it.
You can watch on YouTube, but we'll do our best to describe everything that we have brought.
Yeah. So Seth, start us off. Let's go to circle. Circle.
Okay. Which way is the circle?
Jay, do you?
This is more of a half circle.
I don't mind. Whichever you guys.
Oh, do you want to go one by one, Loki, or
what
just?
Do you mean?
Yeah.
Like boom, 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 chicka, boom.
No, that's what I thought it was.
Oh, I thought I was just gonna go 10 straight and then you.
Oh
and then...
no, I always thought.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Let's switch off. Yeah, let's switch off.
So rock paper scissors between you two.
Okay. Clearly, we planned this out very well.
You're welcome again.
Huh?
On go.
On go. Yes.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, so I'm last.
Jay has beaten Nick with a rock.
Yes.
So I'm going first. Jay's going second. Nick is third. For my first essential, it's already out because it doesn't fit in my other essential. Is this right here is a back scratcher.
Back scratcher.
I thought it was butt scratcher.
Huh? Well, I want to change it.
Oh, my fault. I ruined the joke.
I use this back scratcher. When I'm home, I use this back scratcher every single day of my life before I go to bed.
For real?
Yeah, every time. It's like legit the most consistent thing in my life when I'm in this house. I feel like it just feels so good, bro. Like when I don't have this shit, I can never feel 100% satisfied. Cause like I ask Haley to scratch my back, and it's like she has like long nails or like they're scratchy, and it doesn't feel the same as this, and it's hard getting her to the exact spot I want. Mm-hmm. When I have this bitch, and it's something about wooden back scratchers. Cause I have a metal one that's a
metal ones.
They do.
It's an extendo one.
Wait, like how so?
It's like a retractable, like you know how those lightsabers before you go like that and you push it back in.
Yeah. So the whole thing is metal.
pretty much, yeah.
I've never seen those.
I can grab it later for you. But it's too pointy, so it scratches too rough.
Yeah.
But I like it like on the outside. So like the metal one I'll use on the outside of my clothes, but for wooden ones I go straight to skin, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, have you ever tried scratching an itch, bro? That's like under your jeans. It never gets right until you actually do skin to skin, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I've even brought this on vacation before. Like that's how much I
Like
love
that
this
specific
thing.
one?
Yeah, this one. I think I stole this one from my grandma because I had one, and I had my own, and then I was moving this couch actually that we use for the podcast. It used to be in my room, if you guys remember that. And I was moving it into my room, and I had to step onto my bed to like get the right angle to go into my room. And my back scratcher was on my bed, of course.
Of course.
Snap! Fucking broke in half, and I was the most sad boy on the planet.
Bro, that is a pretty hefty one, though, I will say.
Yeah, it's pretty. It gets all the way deep. If I start here, I don't have to go from behind like this, so I can get all the way to my ass crack if I needed to.
All right, bro.
Yeah. No, but I used to bring this to Haley's house until I found some at her house. Some wooden ones. They don't hit the same as this one. I don't think a back scratcher will ever hit the same as this one right here.
So what do you do if that one ever breaks?
Cry. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I hope it. If it breaks like here, I just hope this part, well, the scratching part doesn't break.
Stays intact. So
Because I can like
always,
makeshift
like,
something.
tape something to it.
Tape
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Fucking drill something. Do
Right,
something.
right.
But yeah.
No, I think that's actually a pretty good essential. I think is your Asian household really Asian if you don't have a back scratcher?
Exactly. If you don't have a back scratcher or a fucking Willis Ting Ting, that's more Filipinos.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, my parents never beat my ass, but whenever they did hit me, it was always with a back scratcher, bro.
scratcher.
Really? I got the belt.
I got belt.
No, they weren't that cruel.
You ever get candle wax?
Oh, was that cruel?
No. Well, okay. Well, because I hear so many stories about people like getting like actually whooped. Like, oh, they beat my ass. What my dad would do is like, let's say I fucked something up, right? He'd be like, hold your hand out, and he would take the back scratcher and hit the palm of my hand with the back scratcher, like the scratchy end.
No, I get belt.
But I never actually like. I mean, have I told you the story? I've told you the story, right? Like the closest I've ever been.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think compared to you guys, like I'm pretty docile. Like in terms
You ever
of
get
what
candle
happened.
wax?
Can't say that I have.
Yeah.
Sounds more like a kink.
No, one time talked back to my mom and my dad wasn't home, so my mom never used the belt on me. It was always my dad. So then this one time, like I probably talking about giving attitude. She was doing that thing where she was chasing me around the kitchen island, and I kept going like because you know that switch like, oh, which way am I going? You can't catch me. She finally caught me, and she's like holding my hand. You're like, no, what? She grabbed a candle and she poured hot wax on my hand.
It's wild.
You know what is funny? It's somewhat unrelated, but also somewhat is. You guys remember the show? Was it called like The Nanny or something? Where it's like it shows like these kids misbehaving, their parents can't get them to act right, and so that nanny comes in and like tells like the parents, oh, what do you guys are, here's where you guys are fucking up. Tells the kids like, you guys got to start behaving better or whatever, right? And by the end of the episode, they like have all that shit down. I remember one of the punishments that the kid had to do was like eat soap, right?
Because he was cursing.
I don't remember the reason, but I would assume so. And for some reason, after sawing that, I went to like the bathroom, the full soap dispenser. And I gave myself like, a little. I was like, ew,
Yeah, like a little zesty. Yeah, that's just gross.
like I don't know why I inflicted myself with that. Like I wasn't in trouble or anything. I was like, oh, let me try that. But, hey, moving on. Jay,
Moving on. Jalen's first essential.
I'll start here. So I have a Stitch pillow pet. Got it from Disneyland. You'll hear that a lot. I chose this one. I feel like, okay, well, I'm going to keep it real with everybody here. When they were saying pick 10 items and everything, I was a little late to the party. I had tried to think about some stuff, but I was in a rush to pack, so I just grabbed a bunch of things that I feel like connected to my life. So I thought, what are the things that I do in my daily life? The first one I thought of was sleeping, and so I grabbed a pillow. I did the Stitch pillow pet because my girlfriend, Ella, has the angel one to match it.
Nice.
Hella corny, I know, but I feel like when I have it with me, like it's almost like we're sleeping together, even though we're in two completely different houses.
That's cute.
We like to pretend like this is our child, this is my son. So yeah, a lot of sentimental value. And it also like just helps me sleep. I feel like sleeping is what I do with the majority of my day if I have the opportunity. So
Same.
yeah.
I took a nap before you guys got here. You texted, you're like, ETA 2 hours. And I was like, all right, perfect.
He said, "All right, bet." First day.
Wait, so did you say Ella got you that?
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
I got both this one and the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cute. You know, I think
Alrighty.
I'll be sleeping on the highway tonight. You know?
We're talking about all that couple shit, Jalen.
Yeah, sorry.
I need to rub it in my face. Look at me, I have a loving partner. Ooh. Cute
Listen.
relationship shit. Ooh.
Okay, man, okay.
It's just jokes, just jokes. I'm not bitter.
All right, Nicholas.
Okay, I'll start with my first one. Okay, so I have a pair of shoes. I'm
Shows
sure
the dirty ass.
I'm sorry, because I don't want to touch it myself, right? I'm sure as Seth and Jay can attest to you, you guys, my viewers, or our viewers, sorry.
My viewer
Just his.
started a podcast on his own. It's called Asian.
I'm about to split off, bro. The boy brand bringing up. But yeah, so as I'm sure these two can attest, I'm very into fashion. And I have what I guess most people would consider a lot of good shoes. Definitely not stuck up about it though. I still have beaters. Like I still wear regular shoes, but a lot of times I like wearing something that not everyone would have. So this is a pair of Air Force Ones, but it's the Kith Hawaii edition. And so this was released in the flagship store in Hawaii. I think the grand opening. They have a couple of Air Force Ones for different locations. Like they had one in Japan, where if you see the tongue, it's like the sun, like the flag, the Japanese flag. Obviously here, since it's Hawaii, they have like the islands on the tongue. And yeah, it's just like I have a pretty decent shoe collection, as I'm sure you guys have seen when you guys went to my room. And so I feel like, you know, having a nice pair of shoes is always something that I'll be into. I think even when I'm older, like I'll still be wearing Jordans or whatever.
Get your kid into some nice kicks.
I don't think so.
No.
I think so. I see like a lot of celebrities, they like to dress their kids up really well, like in designer and stuff like that, bro. Like maybe when they're older, but as like a toddler, as a kid,
Waste, huh?
they like outgrow clothes so much. Like I'm gonna let my kid be a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure he'll want like light up Spider-Man shoes. I don't.
That's lit too, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Yeah.
think he's like, Daddy, I want some Balenciaga. Like
Hell no.
yeah, fuck you know about
Nah,
Balenciaga.
yeah,
bro.
that's,
You know
that's
what
for
I'm
sure more of the parent decision.
Yeah, exactly, right. So I think I'm gonna let my kid be a kid, like on some Chuck E. Cheese shit, and you know, when they get older and if they get interested in it, you know, I definitely would help them out with that. But you know, for now it's just me. So yeah, you can never go wrong with a nice pair of shoes, especially not a pair of Air Force Ones. They go with like everything.
I agree. My Air Force Ones are beat as fuck right now. I need new ones.
That's something I can't do, bro. I can't have. Okay,
Beat ass Air
like,
Forces or just beat
Air
ass?
Forces specifically. I have an opinion on shoes. I think there's only a few silhouettes of shoes that arguably look better when like beat up or dirty. So like the Vans old school, I think they actually look better when they're dirty and worn. Same with Converse, like Chuck Taylors or whatever. They definitely look better in my opinion. Blazers, I think Blazers look really good.
My shit are beat up too. My Blazers, bro.
Just all across the board, my shit beat up. No, but yeah, like there's I think those are it. Pretty much like everything else, I try to keep in tip-top condition pretty much just because I think it looks better that way, especially if you have like a pair of Jordans or Yeezys or whatever. I think it looks a little bit off-putting when it is dirty. I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's your shoe. If you don't mind it, you know, that's all you. But me personally, I don't. I keep most of mine very clean.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna use this as my number 3 right here.
Number 2?
Oh no, yeah, number 2. Sorry.
I was like,
Damn, we went there.
like, did I mess around?
So my number 2 essential, this bad boy right here, one singular Croc. Shout out to my boy Nick. He got me these for my birthday, and I wear Crocs almost as much as I use a back scratcher, probably. Honestly, like
Just hand in hand.
I think I've been wearing Crocs
Underfoot.
as long as I remember. I've been wearing them before they were a thing. I've been wearing them during, after. I think my first pair of Crocs were black, and then I had green ones. I had blue ones. And then right now my main is just white Crocs, plain white Crocs. They're honestly my beaters. Like I wear those out. Like I don't even care. And I put gibbets on them, all the good stuff. They're just so comfortable and so easy, you know. And I don't give a fuck if you think they're ugly, bruh. I love them.
I love them.
No, yeah, like I'm definitely someone who has recently, not like super recent, like I'd say maybe a year or two ago. That's when I got into Crocs. But I will say, like Seth is pretty much the only person I knew that has been rocking Crocs since like day one, like before they were ever like a trend or anything. I remember, if I can say two people, it'd be him and Malcolm from our high school. This guy from our high school. They were like the only two people I ever really saw wearing Crocs way before like the hype of Crocs, or way before they
Yes,
even
sir.
like did collabs or anything like that.
Bro, I wore Crocs to school one time, and I cried.
They got dirty or something?
No, it was because we have uniform at school, and you get in trouble if you're not in uniform.
Oh wait,
And-
uniform, like an actual set, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh dang,
it's Catholic school. You wear Catholic school uniform. You can only wear white shoes or black shoes.
public education.
But yeah, so I wore Crocs on accident. I think this happened a couple times at school, because my dad would always tell me to warm up the car while he's like taking a shit in the morning or getting his coffee ready. So I would go outside in my Crocs, right, and then I was already ready for school, so I was just waiting outside playing basketball or whatever, and then went into the car, and then I got to school, and it was my bright green lime Crocs, bruh. And then my cousin, or my godbrother Kyle, he looked at me, he's like, bro, why are you wearing Crocs? And I looked down and I was like, fuck! So I ran to the office like, I'm wearing fucking Crocs, bro. What the fuck? I had to call my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm wearing freaking Crocs. And it fucking sucked because it was a Friday.
Ooh.
And we had a school assembly every Friday morning. And it was our class's turn to do, because we did a prayer every morning, right? So it was our class's turn, and I had a part to read. And I was like, I'm not going up wearing fucking Crocs, bro. So it was literally, my mom got there at the last second to the
Little buzzer beater.
Yeah, a little buzzer beater. I put on my Crocs, wipe my tears. And I ran up there and I was like, a reading from Seth. I was like, it was like for real buzzer beater. It was legit. I ran up there and it was my turn.
Did you actually get in trouble for having Crocs
No,
on?
I think it was like fourth or third grade. So I was still young and I was like scared of getting in trouble, because it's like, I never liked getting in trouble.
Right. So like, if you were caught, or not,
They
not
would just
caught,
like,
but,
they would just
what?
look. Sometimes I just didn't want them to call my parents.
Oh, so like, I'm gonna take care of that for y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
And I made a mistake. I'm owning up, instead of like the teacher be like, go to the office right now. You're fucking.
Yeah.
Crocs.
Because I'm not gonna wear Crocs and then just try to get away with it the whole day.
Right.
Yeah, because
Okay, makes
that's
sense.
that's different. Alrighty,
Funny story.
thank you. Number 2 for Jalen.
So for number 2, I got the light blue "You Matter" hoodie. How do I describe this?
Shout out Meech on Mars.
Demetrius Harmon.
Is it Harmon? It's not Harmon.
It sounds funnier if I say Harmon. But I'm pretty sure it's Harmon.
That dude was
Herman.
hell. Michelle Morris. Him and
Dope Island.
Dope Island, bro.
Back from the Vine
Hell,
days,
Lord.
Goated.
Like, go on, Jay.
No, but yeah. So on the front it says "You Matter." That's like the main thing that it says. And then on the sleeves, it says, "I feel weak, but I know I am strong." I picked the light blue one because it's like super rare, quote unquote. Like in the community, everyone knows this is the hoodies to try to get.
Really?
Yeah, like there are many people on Twitter that'd be like, I would do things for that hoodie.
Dude, I actually didn't know that. I thought each of them were just like equally valued. I thought it would be like, no, I thought it was the Arabic one. Like the
Oh,
one with
yeah,
the
yeah,
text.
yeah.
or like the breast cancer one, like the OG ones, not the most
I think
recent ones.
before, I think the breast cancer one was definitely up there. But when he came out with these, like this one just so
Well, that should change the
quick.
game.
Yeah, it was just
How many do you have now?
maybe 6.
Damn.
Oh, for real? Okay. So you got the sky blue one, you got
I
the
have the-
navy with red.
Navy with red, the original blue one.
You wore the navy with red last time you were here. Right?
I did.
Yeah.
It's like the darker blue, right? Or like the Facebook blue type.
Yeah,
blue.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's 3.
I got the 2 of the breast cancer ones. So
Did you have the gray and the pink like that?
not the gray. I have the cream,
Ah,
the cream and the pink, and then I have the pink and the white.
is it the one that have you seen the one I have? Right?
Yeah.
It's the one with the breast cancer ribbon on the shoulder, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you have both those colorways.
Yeah, and then I have the all black one for Black History Month, and then also the You Matter University. It's all black with the reflective.
Dude, I actually didn't like the You Matter University ones
I like the black one.
because I was like, no, for me personally, it's just like it's not embroidered.
Oh yeah.
I hate when it's like screen printed, but
I just liked it because it was reflective, and I really wanted to go on Space Mountain and have the
Ooh,
picture taken.
That's lit.
hey, that's hard.
Did you wear that? Did you wear that when you went recently? Or
No, I wore a Spider-Man hoodie, but that
Okay.
one was also reflective. I
Yeah,
didn't know
'cause
that. But,
when I saw those pictures you posted, I was like, this motherfucker's shining right now.
That's lit. Okay, so yeah, Jay has a collection.
I have a collection.
That's lit. I
I'm
like
really
that.
into not only like how it looks, but just like the message
message.
behind it.
Yeah.
Definitely went through my own mental health issues and like had times where like I felt weak. But like I think and when he came out with it, I think that was also just a very pivotal time in my life. Like I was just going through a lot, and like that having that message like not only like on myself because I already like loved hoodies. Like I wore hoodies whenever I possibly could. That was like definitely like a big comfort thing. Having the hood on until I got older, but that's a completely unrelated thing.
Now that you bring that up, I
Yeah,
do feel like
Jay was always in a hoodie,
no, like specifically
especially the hand-me-down ones.
because we were always wearing hoodies. Like hoodie is really an essential item, right? Like an article of clothing. But like
Yeah.
now that he brings like, I always had him a hood on. So I was like, now that I think about it, that is true, bro. Like,
yeah.
I genuinely okay. At first, it was like it just made me feel cool in a sense, and then I started playing Assassin's Creed and I got into that,
Bro.
And then
Dude,
like,
I got an Assassin's Creed hoodie too.
so then yeah, it just started to feel like more comfortable just having it up. Like I felt like it was a safe space, even in public. Had to stop eventually because my dad was like, "You're black, you can't do that." But
You should have one. You should have a hoodie that says "I'm half Filipino." On it. Relax.
front and back, so they know.
but yeah, so I definitely feel like hoodies in general, but definitely specifically the You Matter line.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that a lot too. I have two myself. I have the pink breast cancer one, and then I have the heather gray with the white embroidery. And like same with Jay, like I like the message. I love that, it's what's it recognizing that a lot of people go through mental issues and mental health issues. And also at the time that I bought them, they were much more affordable.
For sure.
How much was it when you first bought it?
I think
Like 50?
50.
It went up $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will still buy them, but and honestly, whoever created this whole like 70 plus for hoodies
Yeah.
epidemic, y'all gotta get
They crazy.
insane, bro. Like, but yeah, but this a little off topic, but yeah, like, I definitely relate to that as well. Like, it's such a simple hoodie, like, but it like stands out enough that it's not like a basic hoodie. Like, it's definitely aesthetic, and also it promotes a strong message, so that's why I like it as well.
My dad's home. Heard the garage open.
Okay.
All right. Well, your turn, Nicholas.
Are you just gonna start saying my full name from now on?
I don't know. Maybe sometimes.
Maybe sometime. All right. If you guys know me, you guys know that I like plushies a lot. Like, I actually have so much that I can't put them all on my bed. So I have like a half of a couch put with like plushies, I think, in my living room.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
you
no,
just put 'em
sorry.
outside.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
they're not.
that's
They're
right.
not. They're not there anymore. Actually, no. I stuffed them in the closet, the top space of my closet. And so, because I just like cute things. I think it all started from, I have this Winnie the Pooh plushie from way back. I think I must have had it from either when I was born, like since then, or very close to that. Like, I don't have recollection of when I first had it, but I know I've had it all my life. I still have it to this day. Like, you can tell it's very beat. Like, the tag, so it has like a white tag on its like butt. All the text is gone. It's literally just a white tag on there. And like the nose has been bitten, so you can see like it's like missing a chunk, and it's exposing like fibers beneath like
Damn.
it and stuff like that, because I've just had it for so long. Like,
Yeah.
funny story, oh shit,
That was just my dad.
Hey.
for one of my anthro classes in college, the professor, it was like kind of like archaeology, based. She was like, bring like an artifact from your life or whatever, and like you kind of went around and told people about it, and like you use concepts you learned in class, like, oh, I noticed that this tag is X amount of years old, so this is at least like stuff like that, right? And so that's the thing I brought, was that Winnie the Pooh. And so for today, I brought this Oreos pillow. So this is actually very cute. If you can see, it's shaped, the pillow itself is shaped like an Oreos, what do you call it, box, package? Yeah, but there's actually a zipper here. And if you unzip it, there's actually little Oreo pillows inside of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit, my bad. But yeah, like there's 5 of them. It's definitely not, the most comfortable, because, if you use it, it's like a little bit lumpy if you use it for its intended purpose. I have it
the
To
Oreos
sleep
in
on.
huh?
If you take the Oreos out and
But it's kind of weird then, huh? If you take it out, because like, I mean, you'll be having this gap, and I don't think, I think overall it was meant more of like a display
Yeah.
item than actually functional. But this is just an example of something I brought. Like I have a couple Squishmallows. I have, excuse me, like a bunch of plushies. I have a big Stitch plushie. I have the big Spider-Man plushie that I would have brought if it was feasible. If you guys don't know me,
could
dude, I'm not gonna lie. When I
No.
bought it, the day I bought it, I put it in the back of my car. Like it wouldn't fit in the trunk. I
Yeah.
put it in the back. It literally took up that whole space.
Yeah.
I couldn't see my windshield. Like, but yeah, so just plushies has always been something I like. Also, they're releasing some Pokemon Squishmallows soon, so I'll be trying to get those as well.
Here you go.
Thank you. All right, Seth, what's your next item? Or next essential? Sorry.
Oh, a hat.
Hey yo.
Oh.
I wear hats a lot. Well, I haven't recently because honestly I don't. Well, I haven't been really going out, and then I just got a haircut, so I fix my hair now. But anytime I like don't feel like fixing my hair, or it's like a lazy day, I'll just wear a hat all day. And I've been wearing hats. I remember my cousin started wearing fitteds back when I was maybe like 9 or 10. He was wearing them a lot, and I was like, dude, that looks cool. So I was like, maybe I'll wear some hats. And then I got my first ever hat at the Champs at Southland Mall, and it was a red hat with a blue SF logo on it, and I wore that hat till it fucking misshapen. It's all bent weird and like, but I got rid of all my. I used to have like my whole wall in my Hayward house.
I remember that.
Full of just like, I think I had maybe 16 hats on the wall, and I had a closet filled with more. So it was just 4 rows of 4, and then whichever. Those were my go-tos. I used to wear snapbacks a lot. I started out with fitteds, and I was a 7 1/4 was my size.
Yeah, you got a big ass.
I wear 7 3/8 now. It's even bigger now.
No, that's fine.
But let's see. Oh, this is a funny story. When I was younger, I never wore my hats like I do now, like this. But before, I would wear it. I would like at the back of my head when it's lifted up.
I did the exact
Right?
same
I
thing.
feel like,
bro.
and especially because I used to rock a buzz cut like all the time when I was younger. So just see that fresh ass lineup.
Oh, I mean, I never did, but also I just thought it was like a cooler way of wearing it. Like I think it was like probably hip hop inspired, right?
Probably,
Like,
honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like around the hype beast era,
Yeah.
or the swag era. I
Yeah,
remember.
and I would, yeah. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, my fault. I had because the reason, like, when you brought it up, I was like, bro, I had back in the day, I might still have it in my house somewhere. I had a Pitts, like a Pirates hat. It's a black with
I
the
have
P
one of
logo
those
on it.
too, yeah.
Bro, I would wear it the same exact way, where like it's the brim is tilted this way so you can see some of your hair poking out, bro. I wore it the same exact way, bro.
I think when I had the wall of hats, I had pretty much every single color of the rainbow, so I could color coordinate. Like
With your
there's
fits and shit?
Yeah, there's a picture. Like I didn't even like. At first, I was getting SF because I was like, "Oh, that's my team, right?
Yeah.
Like, I want to get the same color." But then, I had a SF hat that was the A's color. So every time I wore that one, I was like, they were like, "Why is it that color?" I was like, "Oh, it's just a color, and that's my favorite team." So
Yeah.
because I wanted a color of every hat, and then I think my first ever non SF hat was a Colorado Rockies because I needed a purple hat. And then there's a picture of me on Facebook wearing it like brim all the way up here, wearing a bright ass purple shirt and a Colorado Rockies hat. And then, but yeah, dog barking in the background. But my first snapback was from my uncle, Uncle GR. He used to work at this store called Fully Laced, and they it's just like a hypebeast store back in the
Does it
The
still
f-
exist?
I think they're online only now, but they were big back in like 2013 when it was
Where
like
was it?
it was in a Stonestown
I don't know what
in
the
the
fuck
city.
it is.
It's like I don't know where how to say it, but
Yeah, keep going though.
yeah, and then it was a Muhammad Ali collab with
Ooh,
New Era, and it said "I am the greatest" on it. I think I still have
that's
that.
kind of hard.
It's probably in the closet. I wore that till you can fucking see sweat. The "I am the greatest" is all fucking. I think I washed it with bleach one time on accident,
Ah,
so like it got all bleached. But it's all like I just have that as sentimental value, so I have that. And then I recently, so I think maybe yeah, beginning of 2021, I was buying more fitteds, and I was buying like the special releases that lids would come out with. And this one's not a special release, but I put like pins on them. I put this one has here. I'll take it off real quick. This one has a tiger patch, and then it says HMU, which is hit me up, or Haley May Uehara, which is the tiger. I think I got the tiger just because this pin has some orange on it, and then brown and orange is a good color combo. And then Haley's also Year of the Tiger. And then,
oh really?
Yeah.
Twinsies.
Yep, that's why I got HMU for her. And I really like this this like old English type font. It was cool. So I have like a couple more of these, like pretty much the same, like a different patch here, and then some wording on this side. So that's what I've been getting into recently. But yeah, hats, man, I wear them so much, and I feel like they can complete an outfit when you don't want to fuck with your hair, or if we don't fuck with your hair that day. Just
Like,
easy.
For your fitted, you bend them yourself, right? Like the brim. Like,
Yeah.
because they come straight, right?
They come straight as a fucking
Flat.
yep.
That used to be the style though.
Yeah,
definitely.
when I wore my hats up here,
Yeah.
all my hats back then weren't bent.
Like I never. I mean, if I could dig out that pirate's hat, it's definitely straight as fuck. Like the brim, I've never. But I actually like that style. Like I think
The straight.
no,
Oh.
like the bent brims, like because it just looks more, I guess, contemporary. I feel like I remember watching a GQ video about this. I think actually they were saying like the bent brim is more of like a low key kind of like everyday person,
Yeah.
versus like the straight flat brim is definitely like more hip hop rapper associated,
Yeah.
at least for that time of the video.
Especially when you wear a flat brim, and it's like flat, like there's that space right here, so it looks all weird. So when you bend it, it like conforms to your head shape
No, yeah,
way better. Yeah.
I've definitely had like hat eras, but I'm more of a dad hat guy because my head like shape is weird.
Yeah, same. That's why I'm a fitted guy, because
Really?
me and dad hats, my head's too big for
I
a
feel like
dad
I
hat.
like dad hats for that reason because like sometimes I grow my hair out and it'll fit differently, so I can adjust the strap and vice versa. But hey,
It just looks hella small on my head, and then my face hella big right here.
Yeah,
That's why I don't wear it.
but I haven't worn a hat in a minute though.
Alrighty, there's my number 3.
That is 3, huh?
Yeah,
All right, Jay,
Jalen number 3. Damn, we're already. We gotta
wrap it up. All right,
not
no more
wrap it
side
up.
stories. No
No,
more side
yeah,
stories.
but we're already 30 minutes in. We're only on number 3.
Yeah,
Hey, you know,
speed it up. No more side stories.
stay tuned for part 2. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. My number 3, I'm gonna just do. If you know me, I have so many baseball jerseys, and you would think because I play baseball that they're like MLB teams. No. As you can see, and I don't know if you noticed in the past podcast, but most of them are pop
Character
culture.
themed?
Yeah.
Yeah, pop culture themed. Yeah,
I wanted to say anime, but it's not always.
It's not always
that's why I said
anime.
character themed.
Yeah.
too.
Most of them are from Box Lunch, but yeah, like I just really started to. I wanted to like get back into like wearing baseball jerseys because that's what I was wearing growing up. I know I'm go side quick very quick.
I think it's funny. Nick's first essential was his shoes, and he's wearing a nice pair of shoes in his Funko. Mine was I just talked about my hats. I'm wearing a hat. Jay's talking about a baseball jersey. He's wearing a baseball jersey.
So it all comes full circle.
You know we're not lying.
I got the bread fours.
Yeah.
Seth got a SF hat. Jay got that, that black and white baseball jersey.
I just didn't think they would be able to put that much detail, so I just said
They
that.
could look at me. Yeah, they could have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got his old tattoo on his shit. Anyways,
Continue.
No, but yeah, a hell of jerseys from Box Lunch, just like from all the different characters that I've been able to pick up over the years, and when I'm going to Disneyland, I need something to wear, and it makes it a lot easier. And then when I started getting into anime and like manga and stuff. Like it was just cool to be able to wear that stuff without it being so like, I guess simple. Like I didn't want to just wear like a plain T-shirt that just like had the
No, yeah, like
logo on
it's
it.
still like stylish, even though it's like not. It doesn't like look like merch or something like
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
actually stylish.
So that's where I'm at with all of my. Like you can ask them whenever that we go out. It's usually either this or like a Disneyland Spirit jersey or something like that. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Box Lunch do be having some fire clothes, bro.
That Jack Skellington you have is
Bro, I wanted that Hot Topic. I might still might buy that with Black Friday. There's a Jack Skellington sweater from Hot Topic that looks really nice. But yeah,
number 3 for Nicholas.
actually, I'll just take the one in my pocket if it was gonna cooperate. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see this, but lip balm is definitely like something that's very important and essential for me. I'm like a weird person. I like to make this joke a lot where like my mom's quality control failed because like I have so many like defects in my body. Like for one of my things, like my lips are always fucking dry, bro. Especially in the summer or sorry, winter when you know the wind gets harsher and colder and whatnot. My shit is like chapped 25/8.
Damn.
And so for me, what I like the most is this Vaseline lip therapy, but specifically the cocoa butter one. They have two different ones, which like one of it's the plain Jane Vaseline, and the other one I believe it's watermelon. It's like a pink one.
watermelon.
But this one just worked the best for me. I like its scent, and the reason why I say Vaseline is I used to use chapstick a lot, like not necessarily the brand chapstick, but like the ones that come in a stick and you like turn the button on the bottom to make the stick of chapstick go up. I even had some of the, I'm sure many of you guys know the EOS ones. Is that how you
Yeah,
pronounce it?
I used to have that too.
The egg shaped one.
I just never liked it because it never fit in my pocket.
Yeah, right.
properly.
It's always
fucking
bulging
ball
out.
in your pocket.
Yeah. But the reason I stopped using a lot of those, especially chapsticks or anything similar to like a tube, is because I keep these in my pocket. And a lot of times, especially when it gets warmer, those start to melt.
Yeah.
And then like, it's like, I didn't even finish half the chapstick and it's already like rendered useless. So, I remember seeing one of my friends use this and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. Like a little Vaseline jar. So I picked one of them up and ever since then, I haven't used anything else. Like this is what works for me. And yeah.
Alrighty. Nice. Number 5. Oh, what am I talking about?
4.
Number 4. I'm be skipping all the time. Is this right here is a backpack. I feel like it's a big part of me because I travel a lot, especially having a fiance that lives in the Bay Area while I live in Sacramento. I'm doing a lot of traveling back and forth. So I got this bag this year actually, beginning of this year. Shout out to my boy William Chung. Got me into Young LA. It's a gym wear brand. So like they make like gym.
Yeah, like
Sweats.
Gymshark or something. Yeah.
Basically. And this is their backpack. I think it's super, super ergonomical because this zipper, I have all my other essentials in here,
Right.
which is like 6 other essentials, even though they're not that big. But this zipper opens all the way to the bottom, so it's so easy to pack. And then it even stretches, like if I overpack it and shit. I'll just leave this open now because I gotta open more shit in there later. But so many pockets, so many uses. I use this for the gym. I use this when I go to the Bay, and everywhere I go. It's been with me a lot of places now. So yeah, backpacks. I don't go to school.
That was such a needless detail.
I don't go to school. I was trying to do it.
Neither do us.
Oh, I did it. Kind of. Are we going?
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Jalen. Number 4
All right.
for Jalen.
I got Funko Pop. This one is part of the Infinity Saga, Iron Man number 47. I have all of the original 6. They all come in different colors. I just did this one just because it's like still in the casing and it's like hella reinforced.
Yeah, because it's an art series.
Yeah, I did not want to ruin one of my good ones. Not gonna lie to you, but I just checked on my app. I have over 100 Funko Pops.
Oh, you actually track them?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an app and everything. You can add it to your collection.
Yeah, you like scan the barcode, right?
Oh,
And you can
that's
see
lit.
like what
The
it's
value
worth.
is and
Dang,
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
A motherfucker just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Nah,
counting in his wall.
That'd be so inefficient,
For
bro.
real, bro. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Imagine like they lose counts, like someone's talking to them. It's like, where was it? Fuck.
And I was like 60. Ah!
No, but yeah, I can't really tell you why. I just because I remember seeing Funko Pops like when they first started coming out. I'm like, what do you do with those? That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I started a collection when I was maybe sophomore year of high school, but then I wasn't working, so I didn't have the funds to, so I never really continued that collection. But I had a bunch when I was, like, I had the whole Flash cast, pretty much, and then I had some Avengers and shit like that. But I had a few too.
no, but yeah, can't really tell you why. I just really started to get into them. I think it was just cool having like miniature versions of all the stuff that I was into, and like how Nick said, I think in the past podcast, they just look so cute, man. Like why his eyes look like
Yeah.
why my look like that?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is where most of my money goes. If not here, then Disneyland. But yeah, it's like
Mike.
over 100. I know it's not like hella. There's definitely I know people with more than me, but that's just my vice as of late.
Alrighty. Nick, you want to go next?
Yeah, well,
yeah, he is next though.
Socratic seminar-esque. Piggybacking off of what Jay said.
Which one you bring?
I actually brought a decently expensive one.
Oh damn!
But it's because it was already in, like, I had the same thing as you. Like, if you guys don't know, Jay has an art series. So while it's, Iron Man, it's not in Iron Man colors. It's, and you'll see, like, a lot of more, like, painting-esque details, right? Like, this one has sparkles and stars on it. That's just the way they do it. And they always pack it with, like, their in-house protector. It's called a stack, I believe. A pop stack.
Sure.
So most Funko Pops don't come with that. But I buy, aftermarket ones. So it sounds like a car aftermarket. Protectors, like especially things like this, for my more expensive ones. So the lid is actually magnetic. But similar to Jay, I think I don't do it as much anymore. Mainly because I'm running out of space.
Yeah.
But as these two can attest, I'm a very huge Funko Pop fan. One of my walls in my room pretty much just have shelves of Funko Pops in it. I think I started collecting maybe a couple years ago, and it's just something about them, like, like Jay said, and as I've said in a previous podcast, I like the fact that it looks so cute and chibi. Like, it's not a realistic version of the character. It's like a much cuter version. And so here I have Chopper, which is a character from One Piece, an anime / manga that I really like. It's one of the few that is like a mainstream one that I still keep up with. And I have it in this case because it's somewhat expensive. Like, I had to buy this from like a third party. Like, a lot of the Funko Pops I own that are expensive, it's not because I bought them or I wanted to pay that price. It's when I got into Funko, like, these characters had already come out prior to me like becoming a collector, and the only way to get them was through like a third party marketplace. But yeah, I don't track them like Jay does, but it's funny enough when he mentioned it, you can see on the back of it, like newer ones, they say download the app. And so like you pretty much just scan it and it'll tell you an estimated value of what they've been selling for, whatever. But yeah, just overall, I really like collecting them. I think that it's nice to have characters and like collectibles of things you like and things that you watch, because really if you like something, most likely they'll probably have a Funko Pop of it. And especially if it's like entertainment, like a show, a movie,
even video games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have damn near all the Call of Duty ones. And if they don't have them currently, they'll likely get them soon. So it's just like a nice way to represent things that you like. And, they're not that bad in terms of cost. Like, if you're able to get them for retail, pretty much like what, 12 to 15?
12, yeah.
Yeah, I get all mine retail.
Yeah. Especially if you get it in like a Target or like where else do Hot Topic or
Box Lunch.
If you get it at a licensed store that gets shipment directly from Funko, If it's the standard 4-inch one, it likely will not be above 15.
Yeah.
But you know, if we're talking about like other ones, like the bigger ones, you know, the price varies.
If you had to guesstimate how many you had in your house.
In my house,
Didn't we count them?
did you guys?
Oh
count?
no,
we
we
counted
counted
the
how
ones that we
many-
could see.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I don't think I reach 100. I don't think I have as much as Jay, but also because I have a lot of big ones that take up much more real
That's true,
estate.
yeah.
Like the Batman ones I have and stuff. So I would throw it close to, I want to say 60 to 70. I would say.
Okay. Okay.
But I pretty much stopped. Like, funny quick story. When I first started collecting, I was more fascinated with collecting itself than actually focusing on the characters. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I was like so into collecting Funko Pops as a whole that I was like, I'd see something release or something, right? It's like, oh, I'm mildly interested in that series or whatever. Let me get that character, right? And a lot of times I look at it as like, bro, like, why do I have, Jeffrey, the mascot of Toys R Us, as a Funko Pop? Like, it's like I was just so caught up in collecting and buying them that I have, I would say, a good amount that I don't
Don't even
necessarily
care about.
really care for. Like,
Okay.
they're cool,
Yeah.
but like if I can go back, I probably wouldn't buy them. So that's also, a reason why I've stopped buying a lot. Number one is real estate. Don't have much room. Number two is because of reason one, I'm only focusing on things I really like and characters I really like. But yeah.
Alrighty. Now we're on number 5, and we're on the 45-minute mark. So we gotta
You
I'll try
speed
to
up. No side
speed round.
comments.
Speed round.
Alright.
Piggybacking again off them too. Okay, this is actually. I just brought this one because it was the first one I grabbed. It's not my essential. Is not the Funko Pop. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a big part of my life. I've loved him.
Which one?
All of them.
Ooh, all of them equally. I used to have Spider-Man painted on my wall. I have Spider-Man covers, posters, everything. I have so many different versions of a Spider-Man toy. And I was a Spider-Man for Halloween, many years. And yeah, it's just my favorite superhero of all time is Spider-Man.
Across the board.
Across the board, any superhero you can think of, Spider-Man will always be number one for me. So, yeah.
All right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Oh, Jay, this is very fitting for you.
So I kind of killed two birds with one stone. So again, Disneyland, but also Coke. You guys can ask these guys during high school. My lunch was a can of Coke
Yep.
every day.
Gosh, bro. Without fail.
I don't know how he survived.
Honestly, I don't know how I don't have diabetes. It's bad, but
He'd have the little smoothie in the morning too, bro.
smoothie for breakfast in a red Solo cup and a bendy straw, and then for lunch it was a can of Coke. Yeah, I chose this one because it's from Disneyland. I just thought it looked really cool. It's like Star Wars themed. It looks like a grenade.
Yeah. I remember I went to Jay's house and I went up to his room and he had like 3 unfinished bottles of Coke just like around his room.
Like the 2 liters or something?
Right now,
No,
I
just,
have.
the 30,
yeah,
16
yeah.
ounce, whatever it was.
Like the gas station size.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I think I have like 6 that are just there. One of them, it's because it has my name on it and I never opened it. And then the other ones, I can't even tell you why. I just have Coke.
Yeah, I have a cousin in Hong Kong. She's very obsessed with Coke too. She has like a lot of Coke memorabilia.
Mm-hmm.
She's more interested in like Coke associated products. Like, like let's say like a Coke Hot Wheels or something versus like the actual like cool cans of Coke or whatever. But it's very
Yeah.
similar.
Alrighty. Moving on. Next 5th.
So I brought with me a candle. If you guys know me, I'm a very big like scent guy. Especially since like my room gets, I would say, poor circulation. It's sometimes can get a little bit musty. So I always have candles in my room. This one specifically is my favorite. I think I'll keep buying this until it goes out of, discontinued. It's from Yankee Candle. It's called White Strawberry Bellini. I think this is the best smelling candle I've ever smelled. It's like, can I describe it real quick? Let me see.
I just show it as
It smells like a strawberry starburst, if that exists. Like, take a sniff, Jay.
He's not wrong. That's exactly what it is.
Let me give this a whiff.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it smells dummy
Oh,
ass
yeah,
good,
it does.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about to take this. No, but yeah, just I've always been like a scent kind of guy, as you'll see in one of my other essentials. But when I first got into candles, I didn't really know what I was doing. I would just tell my mom to get candles for me, like whatever you think smells good, buy that for me. But ever since I discovered this, one time we were walking in the mall and we went to the Yankee candle shop. I smelled this, and this has been my go-to scent for candles ever since, and I don't think it'll stop anytime soon.
Nice.
Let's put it
Alrighty.
here.
Oh, let's see. I'll keep it fast. Ketchup, number 6. I have a whole brand new bottle right here. I just got this from my pantry. I have another bottle in my pantry, but ketchup I will use for damn near anything. I think the only reason people are like, oh, Seth loves ketchup is just because of how much I use it. Because like people, when we go out to restaurants and you eat ketchup with your fries, right? People will like put like a squirt.
Yeah.
I'm motherfucker. I'll ask for an extra bowl for my ketchup because I when I use ketchup, I like dipping, like a lot. I like my shit saucy, so that's why I just use a lot of it. So yeah, ketchup is my life.
But it's not just amount though. It's also like how frequently you use ketchup. Like we had a question the other day. Is it in one
Ketchup
of our
versus ranch?
Yeah, in one of our previous episodes.
Yeah.
This man said like everything ranch can do, ketchup does better.
except for salad.
Yeah. So
That's my opinion though.
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
just like that just attests to how much this man really
Yeah.
loves ketchup.
And okay, I have to say this. It has to be Heinz.
Yep.
Has to be
Ah,
Heinz.
yes.
Okay, I made this. There's 2 other ketchups that I've had before. Hunt's, too bitter. Fuck you, Hunt's. Del Monte, I don't know if this is racist. It tastes like salsa.
So you can tell Seth is a ketchup connoisseur.
Yeah, for real. So
These
it
3
has,
ketchups.
it has to be okay. Even
But, hey.
even okay. Simply, there's simply organic and there's regular straight up Heinz regular tomato ketchup. Heinz regular is the best for me. Simply is just no artificial sweetener, so I guess it's healthy.
Oh,
Just
so-
like organic is, but there's a
Okay,
little bit of a
it's just too
difference.
simple.
It's a little bit of a difference, but it's still better than Hunt's and Del Monte. Fuck you guys.
This man is very passionate about his ketchup.
Yes. Okay, we
Jay?
gotta keep moving.
Okay. PS5 controller. I started playing video games again. Yeah.
Video games, part of life. Yep.
As we've gone over before.
Nick?
So this isn't super accurate. So I brought a laptop with me. This is actually my work laptop, but it's supposed to more so reflect my PC. I cannot live without a PC. Like a couple months ago, my PC a part broke and I had to replace it. But I was without a functioning PC for like 2 weeks, bro. That part of my life was the worst. I was using a Surface
Damn.
as a substitute, and because as Seth and Jay know, I'm really into fashion, so I use my PC a lot for buying stuff. A lot of things I'm into, they sell in drops. So I'm like at the website, 5 minutes before, just constantly refreshing, waiting for it to drop, and I'm pretty like prideful of how fast I can check out. Like, you'll see like comments afterwards of like Instagram posts like, "Damn, that shit sold out quickly. It got bought or whatever." It's like, I mean,
Motherfucker has his card memorized. So he's like, ding, ding, ding,
yeah, I
ding,
have autofill.
No, yeah, it's already in there, bro.
Yeah, you gotta have all the techniques, bro. Like,
That's true.
but yeah, so this is a laptop, but it's more so my PC.
Okay. What is this, number 7 now, huh?
Is it? Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not counting.
As long as I get through all of them, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even know. Okay, yeah.
I have extra stuff,
We
so-
lost count, so we're just gonna go next. Is my laptop. I use it for the podcast. I use it. This is where we record on. This is where I edit the footage of the podcast. Where I edit the footage of when I used to vlog. This is where I make my music on. Where I bring this thing with me everywhere. This is actually, if you guys remember from Haley's episode, her first episode 5. This is a new laptop because she spilled
Champagne.
not champagne. It was a
It wasn't champagne?
It was
Pink rosé.
Pink rosé.
Ah.
yeah. So yeah, I've had this laptop for not that long, and the one I had before I've had for 5 years. So
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Oh, yeah, for less than a
day.
pretty much, yeah, less than a week. It was like 4 days, I think. But yeah, laptop, very very essential. We wouldn't be able to do this podcast without it.
Yep.
True.
Jay?
Didn't really want to talk about it, but I guess it's fine. About my Starbucks apron, it's the holiday season, so it's red.
Is that a new one from this year or from?
No, this is old.
Did they offer new ones or
They
is it
do.
just-
My new one, I'm currently using it at work, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
not clean.
Is it actually festive or is it just red?
Define festive.
Like, is there anything special about, like, let's say, like, is a logo on it or
the
anything?
logo's- the The logo's on.
Yeah.
Oh, like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought like, oh, it's like shaping an ornament or something like that.
Oh,
I
no,
feel
it's
like, I
just
feel
red.
like it's just red because red's Christmas.
Right, yeah.
No,
That's why I
we
was
say
asking.
holiday because we're inclusive.
Shut up.
Anyways, go
But
on,
yeah,
Jay.
you know, Starbucks. Worked there for like been making Starbucks drinks, I should say, for like 4 years, 5 years now. So
It's how he feels all these other hobbies that he has.
Yep.
yeah, honestly.
All right, back to me.
Yep.
So I brought a manga volume. It's kind of funny. I brought a
Initial D.
physical copy. So this is volume 1 of Initial D. Very great series. But funny enough, like I brought this just to show, but most of the reading I do is online.
Yeah, that's true.
I read
Same.
on, certain websites just cuz a lot of the manga I'm into now, they're not actually complete. So every so often they get like a chapter update and I'm not going to buy like an actual copy of Jump or whatever magazine it's associated with, right? So I read them online, and 99.9% of the manga I read is online, but I just brought you guys a physical copy to show. So, yeah.
Nice. Next item for me is my film camera. This is one of 3 that I use. I love photography and videography, but recently I've been more into photography. I love taking pictures, and it's just a big part of my life, capturing the moments. Watch, I can turn this on. This one's a half frame one, so the way the photos come out, like how a regular photo comes out, right? Like the size of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one captures it half, so it's like 2 photos will fit on that one photo
Got
size.
you.
So this one is this one is a manual one, so you have to
Wind it up.
and then I can get one of Jay. Wind it up. Hold on, wait for the flash to settle in. Get one of Vic. Yeah, see? And usually film is like 36 pictures in one roll, but since this is a half, it's 72. So I get extra, pretty much.
Wait, so you actually have to take these to get developed?
Yeah. And we're using my camera right now to record this podcast, so that's another camera that I have, and I use that mainly. I've been getting hired by my mom's work to like shoot their events, so that's like another
okay.
way. Yeah, photography, big part of my life. Next.
About my fanny pack that I take to the gym. Been trying to get strong.
Strong or
yeah.
shredded?
Both. So just real quick in here, I got some weightlifting gloves and my AirPods because you need music when you're at the gym.
Yeah. Gym music definitely don't cut it.
What gym you go to?
I'm cheap, so Planet Fitness.
Hey man, that $5 a month. Don't get better than that.
It's 10,
It's
It's 10 now?
minimum 10, but I paid like
Damn.
23 because I got a black card. Anyways, go ahead.
That's crazy. All right. So a little piggyback off of my candle. I brought cologne with me. So this is, like I said, So I'm a big scents guy. I remember like I used to be like self-conscious a lot because like I was always the kid that if in class or whatever the flies would always hover around me. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
And I didn't smell,
that's-
but like they would just always be on me, bro.
Boy,
And
that
like
stink
that made
butt.
that made me self-conscious. So I became really like into scents. So me and Seth both saw a TikTok about Niall Horan and what he used, and Louis Capaldi, whatever his name is, said that Niall Horan was like the best smelling guy he's ever smelled. And so Niall uses Hugo Boss the scent. So this is Hugo Boss the scent Absolute. So in my opinion, this is pretty much the best smelling cologne I've ever had. I'm sort of not really into like the traditionally masculine woody scents. I'm more so into like fruity candy like scents. Like I want to smell sweet. This is like a nice in between. Like Seth, how would you describe it? Does it smell kind of cinnamony? Kind
A
of
little bit. It's like I feel like you can definitely feel or smell
wanna
the
smell it, Jay?
spice in it.
maybe you can come up with a good.
You can definitely smell the spice in it, but it's still like a hint of sweetness and like freshness
Yeah,
in
so
it.
you would agree with me. That's like kind of in the middle. It doesn't
yeah.
lean towards either that
Yeah.
much. But yeah.
As a barista, as we just established, I'm getting hints of like a pumpkin spice, cinnamony, nutmeg type.
Smells delicious.
It smells like you can put it in your mouth.
Hey, I am a snack, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, cologne, big part of my life. I use it every day, pretty much.
Alrighty. Next item for me is a football. I was gonna bring a basketball up here too. Didn't fit in my backpack.
Even though it expands.
Well, obviously it could have, but
Yeah, no,
You gotta deflate
but
the
this is
basketball.
easier. Sports is a big part of my life. I've played basketball ever since I was like 3
Yeah.
or 4 years old. But I think football right now is my favorite sport. I recently remember Robin from high school.
Yeah.
So if you guys see on his Instagram story, he's been posting like we've been playing football 9 a.m. Almost every Saturday.
Oh.
And
IRL?
IRL, yeah, we've been playing just flag
Madden.
football.
He lives here too?
No, when I go to the Bay.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, so I went there 2 weeks ago. I got to play football, and this is the first time I've played competitively. I would say since high school, and it was like just so fun to get back into it. And then I played quarterback all throughout high school, and they let me play quarterback, and it was just just all those memories flooding back in was so fun. And
Yeah.
I was always a wide receiver, running back, and defensive end when I was younger. So playing quarterback was different, but it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sports.
Fun fact: Seth and his team once 92-0.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's flag football, so it wasn't like we were smacking kids left and right. But our team was nice back when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I threw so many touchdowns. I felt bad for the other team, but alrighty.
Why? Dodger stats?
Nah, because I was just like they just looked so defeated by the end of it.
Seth's just dropping dimes, bro.
For real. My first ever throw was a touchdown. Like I don't think that was the 92-0 game, but like legit the first play I had, first time ever playing quarterback, was a touchdown to Robin that I posted on Twitter. But
That's awesome.
so yeah,
Jay?
How many more do we have?
Two
I'm
more, I
kinda-
think.
I think.
I looked at my list. There's only 2 things I haven't gone over. Unless,
Okay, yeah.
unless my count's off.
No, your count's right because this is my 9th.
Okay, yeah.
That
So,
means you're 9, and then yeah.
so
Cool.
me and you both have 2 more. Seth is on his
Yeah.
last one. It's his
Cool,
turn.
cool.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna mix things up. I'm not gonna explain it too much, but because I don't wear these chains anymore. But I used to wear these chains every day. Sounds like Christmas is in here, but yeah, they're kind of just like collections of like. I like to call it a progression of my faith in a sense because it starts off with like where I went to school, like for St. Joachim, and then it goes to like St. Anne, where I got like went through the confirmation program, and like when I was part of youth ministry, has a senior cross on it from like going on a retreat and like giving a panel and everything. I have my leader stuff on it. It's just like it's a representation of my faith and like kind of like my life too, because there's also like a Flash dog tag on here for some reason. Can't tell you why. There's also one from LPS because it says
I was gonna say JLOPS, right?
JLPS one.
The
yeah.
one Mark got us.
Yeah.
I think I still have that.
I have that too.
somewhere. I can't. I still also have the bracelet that Troy gave us all.
Yeah, I have that. Well,
I have that
actually, Ella has that on her hydro flask.
Anyways,
But yeah, representation of like just my faith and like
in your journey,
and my journey through life, I guess.
Nice.
pretty dope. So you don't wear that anymore?
I try not to just because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Like-
and you'll probably keep adding more stuff too, huh?
I do. Well, I replaced it with a different chain, which I'll go into next one.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
For me, it's a watch. I love watches. I've been wearing them since, bro. Like even in elementary, y'all remember the Burger
G-Shocks?
King
Oh.
watches with
Oh,
the
yeah.
SpongeBob characters?
Yeah.
You can flip it?
Yeah.
I had those.
I had that
I had
too.
the Star Wars ones.
Yeah.
I had those, bro. My favorite was the Squidward one, bro. That shit went hard, bro. But yeah, like I've always been kind of fascinated with having like accessories, and a watch is both, an aesthetically pleasing accessory, and it's also very functional. This is an Orient. It's the sister brand of Seiko, if I'm not mistaken. It's an Orient moon phase. And so my watch has the hours in Roman numerals. It has the date, like the number of whatever day it is. It has the day itself, like the day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. And it also has a moon phase, so it tells you when it's, night or day. It's just something I've worn for a large portion of my life. And anytime I leave the house without a watch,
You feel
and then
naked.
I find like realize later when I'm at my destination that I don't have it on, I always feel naked. I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
I knew I forgot
Do you
something.
use your watch?
What do you mean?
Like when you check your time?
Yeah, I check it more than my phone actually, because like it's already on my wrist. I just turn my
Yeah.
wrist versus my phone's in my pocket. Gotta
When-
reach for it.
I wear a watch sometimes, and when I'm consistent with wearing a watch, then I use it a lot because I'm
Mm.
like used to it having it on.
Yeah.
Like especially when I work, I always wear a watch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not working right now, so if I want to wear a watch for like a fashion piece
Mhm.
when I go out,
Just
I
use your phone.
always forget that I have it on because I never wear it anymore.
Yeah. Dude, I wore it so much. I remember one time in Miss Lou's advisory, bro. I took my watch off. I had a fat
Yeah,
ass watch
dude.
tan,
Dude,
bro.
mine is pretty bad right now.
Yeah, when I was working for the school, it was like during spring and right before summer, so it was always hot. And my shit was white. Let me see yours. Yeah, mine was like Jalen's, bro. My arm was literally white.
Yeah.
And it literally like until I got this tattoo, which was like a few months later, is when it finally evened out.
Yeah, I'm not super dark in skin tone, so it's probably not as noticeable as Jay's, but
Yeah.
I assure you, I wear this watch damn near every day.
Yeah.
All right, last one for you, Seth.
This is kind of a 2-for-1, I would say. So it's technically 11, but notebooks is half of my number 10. This one is my journal that I write my thoughts in. Anything. I'm like not really that deep into this notebook, but like I just write random shit. Like sometimes I talk trash about myself in here. I
Oh.
tried drawing a car just for fun. I let my little cousin scribble in here. You know, I write about my thoughts, and then this one I wrote big fat boy me because I was just bagging on myself. And then I have like I write goals in here, like baby goals, long-term goals. This is what our podcast was originally supposed to look like.
Let me see.
Remember I showed you guys this picture? Or
Oh,
this
yeah,
drawing,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It was gonna be our logo in the middle with our, what would you call that? That name, our name, and then 3 windows with Nick, Jay, and then me of just ourselves instead of just one big video like you're watching right now. But then I was able to find a angle in this room that helped us.
Looks like a comic that Rowley
Yeah.
drew.
But yeah, that's my journal. And then the other notebook that I brought is also part of the second half of my number 10. This is my music journal. This is where I've written a bunch of songs that I've put out and still am working on. Right here, I ripped out a lot because I like saved them in different spots. And this one is actually the song that I plugged in in previous podcast. So stream stay the night, motherfuckers.
It's out now.
This is where I wrote it right here. Slide and stay the night. Okay, Jalen. Number 10. Oh wait, no, sorry. Music. That's why. Yeah, music is a big part of my life. Okay, Jalen.
Okay. So I'm kind of just gonna throw everything in just because like I feel like that's easier. So like I said, I had replaced it with a different chain. I now wear. I don't think it's real gold. I'm not gonna lie to you guys because
I don't think I have real gold
I mean,
either.
your neck ain't green, so you good.
I
Yeah.
mean, well,
As long as it's not
I don't
green
wear it
yet.
in the shower.
Is that why it happens if you keep it on in the shower?
Like,
No, it's when you get it wet.
when you get it wet,
Yeah. The
So if
oxidation.
you wear it normally, it
usually no.
probably would.
okay.
Yeah.
Even with sweat or anything, no.
Actually,
Probably
I don't
a
know.
little.
Maybe
I ain't
a
gonna lie,
tad.
my glasses, the little pieces that sit like rest on your nose, that metal part's turning green. So they gave me some fake shit.
I mean,
Maybe.
I mean, I didn't ask for gold, but look, Jay, you see what I'm
oh
talking about?
yeah, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, go on.
No, but yeah, chain from my girlfriend. Just
That's sweet.
It's corny again. I know because it's got an E on it, and like I know a lot of people like, or at least back then. I don't know if it still is prevalent now, but I know a lot of people used to be like, "Oh, you her bitch" or whatever. Like you're her dog. She
Oh, for real?
You got her name around your neck or whatever kind of thing. Like that's
You're whipped
Wait,
like a
people
dog.
said that?
people used to say that.
Yeah.
When it's used to? A couple years ago?
High school.
Oh, that's different, bro.
No. Not just like not just like people in high school, just like in general, like during that time. That's what I was.
Oh, like, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
But
When I know
yeah.
single, like,
Kind of like how Nick was saying, like if I'm not wearing it, like in a situation where I can be, it feels weird. It's just nice to have. I've always liked having some kind of jewelry on, like
Yeah.
whether that's watch.
That's why
necklace or whatever.
I love having a nose ring because I never have to think about putting it on.
Yeah.
it's just constantly
It's just,
there.
it's just there.
Yeah. It's like second nature now. Okay, well, I'll go in my last one too. Very similar to Jay. So I have this jade necklace. It's a Buddha. It's a small Buddha if you can see, but I've had other jade necklaces before, like where the pendant was different. But pretty much since the day I came out the womb, I was wearing some kind of jade necklace. My mom is, while she's not religious, she's like a little bit superstitious slash like traditional. She thinks that like this jade stuff protects you from like bad energy and bad dreams and whatever. I pretty much have never had like this necklace off. I wear it all the time, like in the shower, whatever. My neck ain't turning green, so I guess it's real silver. But like the only time I've ever had this necklace off was when the chain would break and we'd need to repair it or get a new chain. But once we did, bro, it's right back on. Like my mom would get mad if I didn't put it back on the minute it was fixed and able to be put back on. And yeah, like it's gotten to the point where like it almost feels weird. Like, oh, it's never off, but like it would feel weird if I didn't have it on. Like you know, like you're missing that little bit of weight on your neck and whatever. Like, so yeah, it's just something I wear with me, and I likely will continue wearing for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Do you wear when you sleep too?
Yeah, it literally never comes off when I'm, and that's annoying because like I sleep on my back. Sometimes the pendant will like slide down this way, and it just feels weird.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm running, like if I'm not wearing like a shirt with a tight collar to keep it down, it'll like start bouncing around and it'll start sliding that way, and it feels weird. But yeah, never take it off. The only time it's ever off is if the chain breaks and we need to replace it. That's the only time it's ever off.
That's how I used to be like that with my necklaces, but I just started taking it off because of comfortability. Like when I lay down, I don't like having to move it all the time.
Oh no,
it was just getting annoying.
Yeah.
But I used to be like that. Like I used to wear. Haley got me a promise ring that I would wear all the time, but it's gotten tighter. So I put that on my necklace, and I wear that as a necklace now. I actually have it here.
No, yeah, I may consider, like, if it was anything different, if I had like an actual clasp for it, I would have considered maybe taking it off when I'm sleeping or when I'm exercising. But can you guys see this? This is what holds it in. It's not an actual clasp.
Yeah. My dad, I have necklaces like that.
Yeah, so like it's so annoying to take off that I just leave it on until it breaks, and then I'll replace it. But that's why.
This is my necklace.
It has
Just a little ring on it.
Look at us. Look at us all, man. Blinged out. Got a ring here, a little necklace here.
Yeah.
Nose piercing here. Look at this.
Alrighty.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Yeah. That concludes our pod, right?
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed seeing.
Sorry that was a little all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll do some. Do you guys have any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions?
I brought a picture, but honestly, that was just in case you said Haley, because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get in trouble if you said Haley and I didn't say Ella, so I brought a picture just in case.
Haley helped me pick some essentials for me because I was having a hard time coming up with ideas, and she was like, "Me?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, that's
of course, you're
one.
an essential, but this is about me.
So honorable mention Haley. Honorable mention Ella for Jalen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I say? My left hand?
Okay, buddy, we're cutting that out. Another honorable mention was cologne. I was gonna bring cologne too. And do you have any honorable mentions, Nick?
Mine are like very practical, like lotion.
Yeah, okay. If we're talking,
because my skin gets dry, like
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not any dirty things.
Okay.
But like my skin gets dry. My wallet. Keychains.
Glasses.
Oh yeah, I had glasses on mine, but I didn't think that was
Keychains. I have a lot of keychains and stuff like my backpack. I have the Spider-Man keychain.
Oh yeah.
Which is actually funny. This is not actually a keychain. I turned it to a keychain. This is actually part of like a Christmas ornament type situation.
Drilled it in there.
No, it already had like the hole for it, but it was like that little rope thingy.
Oh, okay.
And so, but I mean, it has a crack on where the hole is, so I think it's gonna come off soon. But anyways, yeah. Here's a bullet I have from Seth. I don't know how I ever got a hold of that, but do you remember that, Seth? This green bullet.
No.
You used to have like a gun and that and stuff like that. I don't know how I ended up in possession of it. Yes, this keychain used to belong to you. I swear to God.
I had never seen that thing before in my life.
It sounds vaguely familiar, but
Here's a Porsche. I think it's a GT2. And a little wolf I got from Singapore. If you look on my duffel, which I'm not going to bring over, but that has a keychain on it as well. My keys have keychains on it. My AirPod cases, like everything in my, any bag, any whatever. If it can have a keychain on it, it does. So I guess honorable mention keychains.
Alrighty there. This concludes our 10 Essentials podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back Wednesday at 12 p.m. Stream Stay the Night, Apple Music, Spotify. Link is in the description.
Banger.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. I will start to be posting soon once this holiday season is over. I have more time. Even though I'm not like super busy. It's just like, it's just so much work. That first TikTok that I posted took me at least 3 hours to...
Dang.
Yeah, it's tough. But Hope you guys enjoy. Love you guys. Peace out.